Still texting your ex? Or maybe you're wondering if cutting them off is too dramatic? In today's video, we're diving deep into the messy world of staying in touch with an ex. Spoiler: the answer isn't as obvious as you think. Stick around, you might be surprised by what you really need to do. Chapter 1. Why do you still talk to your ex? Let's start with the big question: why do you even keep talking to your ex? For some people, it's out of habit. You're just so used to them being part of your daily life that the silence feels weird. For others, it's emotional. You're not over them yet, and chatting feels like a way to keep them close. But here's the thing. Just because something feels familiar doesn't mean it's good for you. That comfort zone can be the very reason you're stuck and not moving on. When you keep that door open, you're giving your heart mixed signals, and that messes with your healing. Be honest with yourself. Is this contact helping you grow or keeping you stuck? If every text or call leaves you more confused or more hurt, that's a red flag. You're not obligated to keep old connections, just because they used to mean something. So ask yourself, am I talking to my ex because I want to, or because I don't know how to stop? Chapter 2. Are you really friends or just pretending? Many people say we're just friends now. But are you really? Or is it just a convenient label for something unfinished? Staying friends with an ex right after a breakup usually doesn't work. One person often still has feelings, even if they pretend they don't. Sometimes, that friendship is just a way to stay emotionally attached. You say it's friendship, but deep down, you're hoping for a second chance. And that hope keeps you tied up in a cycle of waiting and disappointment. If you can't be around your ex without secretly wishing things were different, you're not in a friendship, you're in denial. And pretending it's all good only delays your healing process, so be real with yourself. Are you genuinely cool with just being friends? Or is that just your way of not letting go? Chapter 3. Emotional dependence or real bond. It's easy to confuse emotional dependence with a real connection. After all, your ex was your go-to person for everything: venting, celebrating, comforting. Losing that feels like losing a part of yourself. But there's a difference between love and habit. Sometimes you're not missing them, you're just scared of starting over. And that fear can keep you clinging to a relationship that's long past its expiration date. Staying in touch can become a crutch that prevents real growth. If the bond isn't helping you become a better version of yourself, then what's it really doing for you? Constant contact just keeps the wound open. You can't move on if you keep scratching the same itch. So ask yourself, are you keeping in touch because you value the bond, or because you don't know who you are without it? Chapter 4. What's the real cost of staying in touch? Every time you text or call your ex, there's an emotional price. Maybe it's a little sadness, or maybe it's a whole emotional crash.
So nice.
And over time, those little moments add up and slow down your healing. You might think staying in touch shows maturity, but in reality, it could be holding you back. You're not giving yourself the space you need to process and move forward. There's also the danger of slipping back into old patterns. One flirty message turns into late-night calls, and before you know it, you're back in something that didn't work the first time. Ask yourself, how much of your peace are you trading just to keep this person in your life? Chapter 5. Are you hoping to get back together? Deep down, a lot of people keep in touch with an ex because they're hoping for a comeback. Maybe they think time will fix everything. Maybe they're just scared to be alone. Either way, that kind of hope can be dangerous. It stops you from opening up to new experiences. You put your life on pause, waiting for someone who may never come back. That's not love, that's fear disguised as loyalty. You deserve someone who chooses you without hesitation. Hanging on to someone who already let you go isn't romantic, it's painful. So think about it. Are you really okay with just talking? Or are you secretly waiting for a reunion that might never happen? Chapter 6. Is this relationship still defining you? Breakups are hard, but they shouldn't define your identity. If months have passed and you're still wrapped up in conversations with your ex, it might be time to reflect. Who are you without them? Keeping contact can make it feel like you're still in a relationship limbo. Not together, but not really free either. It's a stuck place, and it drains your emotional energy. You need space to rediscover who you are, what you want, and what truly makes you happy. That kind of clarity doesn't come when you're still texting your past every other day. So here's a thought. What would your life look like if you stopped making your ex the center of your emotional universe? Chapter 7. The Illusion of Closure. A lot of people keep talking to their ex because they're chasing closure. They think one more conversation will give them the peace they need. But here's the truth. Closure doesn't come from someone else. It comes from within. Waiting on your ex to explain everything or say the perfect goodbye is setting yourself up for more pain. They might not give you the answers you want. And even if they did, would it really fix how you feel? Closure is a decision. It's choosing to stop looking back and start focusing on yourself. Sometimes the best closure is no contact at all. So ask yourself, are you looking for answers? Or are you just afraid to close the door for good? Chapter 8. What about shared circles? Sometimes you're stuck in contact because you share friends, work together, or have kids. And that makes things complicated. But even then, you can still set boundaries. You don't need to be cold or rude, but you also don't need to stay emotionally involved. Keep it respectful, but keep your distance. Emotional detachment is key. Let your actions match your healing process. Be clear about your limits, and don't feel guilty for putting your mental health first. Ask yourself, how can I protect my peace without creating unnecessary drama? Chapter 9. How do you actually move on? Moving on isn't about hating your ex. It's about choosing yourself. That means letting go of the constant updates, the inside jokes, the late-night texts. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Fill your time with people and things that uplift you. Rebuild your confidence. Fall in love with your own life again. The more you focus on yourself, the less space your ex takes up in your mind. It's okay to miss them, but don't let that feeling stop you from moving forward. Missing someone and needing them are two very different things. So ask yourself, am I ready to move on, or am I still living in the past? Chapter 10. Cut or keep. Here's the final word. So, should you cut contact or keep it? Honestly, if the connection is keeping you stuck, confused, or hurting, it's time to let go. Cutting contact isn't being cold. It's choosing peace over chaos. Every time you choose silence over drama, healing over confusion, you're getting closer to who you're meant to be. This is your story now, not theirs. Letting go creates space for new beginnings. And who knows what amazing things are waiting on the other side of that closed door? So, final question. Are you brave enough to choose yourself? If this video made you stop and think, it's time to make a move. Don't just sit with these thoughts, act on them. Hit that like button if you're choosing yourself from now on. And if this message hit home, go ahead and subscribe for more honest, real talk like this. Now tell us in the comments, do you still talk to your ex? And why? Let's have a real conversation. See you in the next video.